Pulse 360 is the #1 media buying and programmatic advertising platform with omni-channel marketing features such as OTT, CTV, social media marketing, Google Ads, broadcast marketing, email marketing,
Can you blame me for wanting more than just a hit and miss? I know we stand for something, but we'll just have to play for this. I know we stand for something, but we'll just have to play for this.
right, thank you all for joining. Jenna's joining a little late, but she says she's on her way. We'll be getting started shortly. Thank you all for joining again.
Doing things I wouldn't do, saying things I wouldn't say. You got me trying something brand new, brand new. Don't know how you got me feeling this way. I'm talking flowers on a Wednesday, just because it's Wednesday. Wake up with that text, got me smiling first thing. You do what you do, what you do. I don't know how and I don't need to know. I don't need no explanation. I'm down for the exploration. You are my new destination. You are. some 100,000 on you. Do this for 100,000.
I like you, but it's not okay. Whatever, can I walk away? Oh yeah, I can still see your face. So tell me what to do, 'cause I can't find a way. I love you too, don't love me back. I can see this feeling inside my mind. Baby, please just tell me if I'm fine, 'cause I don't know why you're stuck in my heart, baby. Could be my best bud, my best bud. I won't pull up, you're fake good. And I feel good, when you walk around, baby, just do it. I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. Could be my best bud, my best bud. I won't pull up, you're fake good. And I feel good, when you walk around, baby, just do it.
All right, thank you all for joining. Give us one more minute and we'll be getting started.
Look at the Lord. The colors and all that, and people are trying to diminish me. So one time you let this guy try to beat out my destiny, pink soup, baby.
Right. All right.
Because I'm stepping in my truth.
Right.
Wow.
Cool.
There you go. Mr. Joseph. This is Mr. Joseph. He's working with us in the office. Okay, so we're ready to start it up, guys. Oh, that's the projector. So.
All right. Can everyone hear me on Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes,
So,
we can hear you.
all right. Thank you all for joining today here in Zoom, on Zoom and in the office. Today we have Miss Kristen Olivier with Goosehead. And today is actually a 2-for-1. So Kristen's gonna go ahead and present on Goosehead, and then when she's done, we're gonna take a brief break. And then Rick Davis is gonna come in and talk about green profits, how you can maximize relationships with new build construction. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Kristen.
Everybody in real estate has heard the word Goosehead, because Goosehead agents are like little gnats. They're everywhere. You gotta flick them off, because they're always asking you to send business and all your face is stopping up on you unannounced and all that, you know? We don't do that at the Trust Wholesale Agency. So just Goosehead is an insurance brokerage, and we are actually the fastest growing insurance brokerage, you know, in the state of Texas and also the nation. We are the fastest growing franchise ever. We surpassed Chick-fil-A, which is huge for us, right? And the reason why we are the #1 and fastest growing insurance brokerage is because of the power of choice. We have all the top carriers that are financially sound, that are gonna pay claims and be able to help out with tricky situations, right? We have someone that can do galvanized plumbing. We have someone that can do burglar bars. We have someone that can do a roof that's 20 years old, you know? May not like the price, but we can do it, whereas some of our competitors just say no, okay? So that's what it is with Goosehead. But aside from that, we are a franchise of Goosehead. Marcus Tolson is the owner of the Goosehead franchise. Some of you probably know Mr. Tolson as well. He's everywhere. 6'4", James Harden beard, Hoochie Daddy shorts, and an S-class Benz. So you've seen him in the streets, okay? Not working. That's why you have me here to make sure everything runs properly, right? So Mr. Tolson originally opened his insurance agency in 2006 with State Farm. He was the youngest person to ever open a State Farm agency, unmarried and a minority as far as, you know, his demographic. So it was a huge, huge deal for Mr. Tolson to do that in his 20s. Then he went on to issue more policies in his first month than any State Farm agent has since they opened back in the 1920s. He was in the University of Houston sales program, you know, and was the first person to open a State Farm agency from the sales program. You know, he's very humble and doesn't talk about his accolades, but when I met him at the tender age of 19, I was like, I didn't know that black men wore suits to work. Would you go to a funeral or prison? You know, like I didn't know what was going on, because I come from South Louisiana, you know, a background of rural workers. You know, my daddy wore, you know, Dickies to work. And I never saw it before. He took me under his wing when I was 19 years old, and I've worked for him ever since. And this month I'm turning 38. Okay. So that's the background on our brokerage, because I like to highlight what makes us different, right? Mr. Tolson and I have both been selling insurance now for over 18 years, you know, and that we have the experience of being trained by the largest insurance professionals, you know, State Farm, and now coming into brokerage where we have the options to be able to offer your clients different types of products. Because when you're with a captive market, State Farm, you know, Farmers, Allstate, these type of places, they can only offer you what they offer you. And then after that, you know, all they can do is like dumb down your coverage to give you a more competitive rate, right? So a lot of times when there's, I like to brand Goosehead, but also the Trust Tolson brokerage, because there's a Goosehead on every corner, right? So that's my intro spiel about our brokerage, right? So I'm gonna start off, you know, with some questions, little giveaways. Okay, so the first question is, Did he do it? No. Yeah. Okay, okay, so the first question that I want to ask you guys, okay, so is the amount of the insurance that we're gonna insure the home for and the loan amount the exact same number?
No.
No.
Okay, so that's absolutely 100% correct. A lot of times when you're dealing with, a new home purchase, a first-time home buyer, people are already very nervous and scared and don't understand a lot of things that are happening in the home buying process. But when it gets down to insurance, you have someone buying a house for like $500,000. And then I say, I want to insure it for $300,000, and then they're upset and they think I'm trying to undervalue their home, right? So it's really important for clients to understand the front end that replacement cost and your loan value are two totally different things. When you buy a house, you're buying the land, you're buying the ambiance. I live in Katy. I had to buy, the #1 school district in the state, like you have to buy all those things and we cannot insure them. We're only insuring the structure. So that 2,600 square foot structure on the property is all we're insuring for, okay? And that's something that we do a really good job of because other insurance people, we get paid off of commission, we get paid off of premiums. The higher the premium, the more money that we make. So if someone thinks their house has to be insured for their loan amount, some people would do that and that doesn't benefit the client. Yes, okay, cool, awesome. Okay, so let's see, next question is, are there people who are not in the flood zone?
Yes.
Yes.
Rehearsing is first. Starbucks. Okay, okay, so this is a big thing, especially what happened. I live in Katy. That tornado came and messed up my whole little city. Like literally whole trees across streets. It took the school bus 2 hours to pick up the kids from school because there was no clear path, right? When these storms come, the rising water is a huge deal. Flood is regulated by the national government for a reason. Does anyone know why it's regulated by the national government? A lot of people don't. It's crazy, right? But I'm telling you, it's the only natural disaster that does not discriminate based off of region. Hurricanes, region specific, earthquake, region specific, tornadoes, all these things, hail are going to be very region specific. Flood can happen anytime, anywhere, in any place. And a major misconception people have is that I'm not in the flood zone because you're in the X zone. The entire North America is a flood zone. Okay, it just if you're in a preferred flood zone or if you're a non-preferred flood zone. And as we're entering into our rainy season and our storm season coming June 1st, which is actually projected to be a very bad one this year with the storms, we need to make sure we're letting everybody know that flood can happen to you anytime, any place. And being in an X zone only means that, the people making the maps, that you have a less likely chance of flooding. And if we go back to Hurricane Harvey, 67% of the flood claims that were paid out were in the X flood zone, the non-flood zone. People that were supposed to flood didn't flood, right? So it's a huge, huge deal for people to understand, that flood insurance is a real thing and that all of your clients should at least be getting a quote to protect themselves. Okay. The last question that I have is, if you're referring business out, for insurance, you have to send out to 3 different people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Incorrect.
Wait, then for 3 different insurance companies or 3 different?
Incorrect, not right. Common misconception. Common misconception. You are not steering or doing anything. I don't know what the proper term is. You're not required by law to refer out to 3 different insurance companies, especially sending to us because we write with 30 carriers. Okay, so a lot of times people will tell me, well, I'll send it to you and I send this person to this person, and I'm trying to be legal with it. It's not true. You can definitely send to one person and whatever laws that you guys may have, or is it NAPA or not NAPA? I can't think, I'm not a literal real.
Right.
Yeah, no, we don't got the same. We got Texas Department of Insurance and, we don't have the same regulations. A lot of people feel like because we're kind of the same industry, that it has to be that way. But 100%, if you send insurance over to us, then you do not have to send it off to 3 other people, especially since we're going to shop the market and we can provide your client with 3 quotes if they need to. Okay. All right. So does anybody, this is Sue Ellen. She also works with my team. Oh, Lord. It is fine. Does anyone have any questions about that? I want you to believe me, I swear, I've been doing safety. A lot of times that's the biggest kickback, that we get, all right? And the last question that I have, the last card is, when is the best time to send your client over to insurance for a referral?
No.
Did I talk to my client? Yes, yeah, in the morning, afternoon, whatever. But the real thing is that for whatever reason, people contact a realtor before they contact a lender, which is kind of jacked up. You should kind of know if you could buy the house first before you go to a realtor, but it's okay. People build rapport with you all. People trust you all and you become their friend more so than the lender or I do. So at the time that somebody actually says, I like this house, I want to put an offer in, that's when we're submitting it through insurance. Great, sounds great. I know we don't know if we're gonna buy this house, but let's get insurance on it right now. Because number one, we need to know how much is insurance. We're looking at the biggest insurance inflation in the last 40 years. Like I've been doing this 18 years, I've never seen anything like this with prices, right? So that insurance being $6,000 a year could really make your client say, I don't want to buy this house. Is it in a flood zone? Have there been claims made on the house that the seller didn't disclose? I can run a clue report on that thing and say, hey, look, last year there was a $10,000 water loss. What happened? You know, something that the seller may not even tell your client if you're, the buyer's agent, So at the very beginning, when you first get a client interested, I would love for insurance to get involved. So that from there, we can make sure that we're giving the client the proper information. You get through your option period and then you're looking at insurance and then you find out it's in a special flood zone that requires $3,000 a year flood insurance. That can make someone not want to buy a house. So to protect ourselves from this up front, it works out a lot better in the future. Okay. Now, I want to do something special with you guys, that I'm offering to you guys. And let me tell you something, my office is in a Century 21, and I'm around realtors sometimes, they come to work sometimes, and I have lots of opportunities, but just because, Larry and Michael are clients of our realtors, I take care of their personal insurance for the cars and homes, and I've had a really good relationship with them and Rick over the years. I decided to pick Brooks and Davis for this. I was given a gift at the event that we were at together, because they thought I was a realtor. So they gave me a gift of free appraisal and 0.5% off on a mortgage rate. Can use that unless you may want to buy a house. So I'm going to be holding a contest. Every time that someone sends me a lead for Brooks and Davis, you're entered in to win that. And then I'll make a drawing of it. And then at the end of 30 days, we can see who won, and whoever it is, you can have that. That can be something great that you can offer to your client, or use for yourself. And I'm not in the real estate world like that. I'm not a lender, so I don't really know what all these things mean. But for the big scheme of things, people are telling me that's a really good thing to offer someone, a free appraisal and 0.5 point off on interest rate, okay? So that's what I would like for you guys to be able to work with me and do. I would love to help your clients, send them over for insurance, making sure that we can take care of any debt to income problems with the lender, making sure if they have any weird situations, dogs, pools. We had a lady one day had a doggy daycare, like any situation we're able to look at and help people out. And I would like to build that relationship with Brooks and Davis and have us working together, because it's been so many years, that we've been kind of coming back and forth, that I really want to make a point this year to be like your referral partner, and knowing that when you refer your clients to me, I can take care of their insurance needs and we can all get to the money. You want to get paid, I want to get paid, Tyler wants to get paid, Linda wants to get paid. We all got to work together and bring it together. Okay. So I put some of these things on here. The digital agent is on here. This digital agent here, if you just take a picture of that QR code, it brings you to like a place to where your client can fill out the information. It comes straight to my CRM. Okay, for us to be able to quote name, date of birth, address, all that comes to my computer system. I can begin running quotes. So it takes me about 24 hours from the time I receive something to shop the market. Okay, I also have different email templates I can send out that you can just change the name and the address and send out to your client. And then if you are sending your referrals, especially for, the contact of Multicultural Mortgage is the mortgage company that gave it to me. If you send me an email, just let me know this is my lead, I'm sending this to you and encouraging your people, but it doesn't just have to be for new home purchases. Friends of yours, family members, yourself, but one of the first things I do with most people is I quote their personal insurance to show them how I work and how I can save them money, right? So that's pretty much the information that I have for you guys. I'm not a PowerPoint, type of person, insurance is boring and stupid and no one really wants to do it, but we have to do it, right? So we just have to have it. And I literally got insurance 18 years ago because I'm from South Louisiana. My daddy worked the oil field. One day he had a job, one day he didn't, so I wanted to be recession proof. And thank God I've had, a good job all these years. But I've came to realize that it's really something that is not a very good thing that people like dealing with. But what I can do is I can be a good person. I can answer the phone with a smile and I can treat everyone, you know, be as patient with people as I need to be to make that home buying process better, you know, and with my experience and wonderful sales team, we can take care of it. So that's all I have, unless anybody has any questions. That's pretty much the Goosehead spiel, and Zoom peoples. If y'all have any questions or concerns, feel free to chime in, but that's it. Does anyone have anything they want to ask or input? Oh, there's my client.
Do you have any?
Who represented for the skinnies? Yep.
This
Hold it
is
down
the
for skinnies. Yeah,
skinnies.
we bring your skinny, sexy and back. So just telling everybody, Mr. Davis, that I'm gonna do a contest. I got from Multicultural Mortgage gave me a free appraisal and 0.5% off on a loan. So I'm gonna be raffling that off to one of your sales agents. Everyone who says believe it, will be introduced to win. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay, does anybody have any questions, concerns, comments?
To get, well, if they win a raffle, do they have to get with that mortgage company?
The mortgage company is the one that's gonna get it, yes, but I have all the information, yeah, I will be passing over the torch to whoever wins. And Multicultural Mortgage is going to provide
With her.
the service of free appraisal and half a point off on a most appraisal.
Oh,
Yes. And I don't know anything about Multicultural Mortgage, but they're at the event that we were at that was sponsored by, was it HAR event? Yeah, you know, so they were one of the sponsors there and they're very nice and, you know, welcoming. And I think that'd be a great opportunity to be able to give to a client. If I was a realtor, I'd love to be able to offer something to one of my clients.
yeah.
And anything else?
That was good.
No questions?
Awesome sauce.
Thank
So, if anybody has any needs or any questions, you know, please reach out to me, please. Save my cell phone number, shoot me a text, you know, I would love to get y'all's cards as well. If anybody has any contact information, you know, and you want to meet one-on-one, I'll take you to lunch. So I'll be taking girls to get their nails done, you know, like whatever you like, we can get a drink, we can get some daiquiri, you know, whatever you guys want to do. I really want to be there to be like a resource for you guys to be able to know that you have a person in insurance, especially why it's so tough right now. Rates are out of control. Nobody's writing with Morgan in
So-
Victoria.
So if I send you somebody, you can compare what they have now.
Absolutely. It doesn't have to be a new home purchase. It can be anybody. You guys are realtors. You guys are like the friendly people. People probably call y'all, asking y'all, like, we know anyone that can groom my dog, you know? People just get really close with realtors, you know? So if you guys have anybody who could need help, everybody has insurance. And people have the misconception sometimes that we only do home insurance. We do car insurance too. Life insurance, flood insurance, commercial, any type of insurance our brokerage offers. Yes, Lord. All right, awesome. Thank you. Let me get the. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Absolutely.
I know that's why. Which one of your people is out?
This gentleman and I have literally been courting each other the last 2 years. I have sold her over 100,000.
Wow.
We've
That's a lot of.
been on the 5 contracts.
Wow, that's the definition of.
Oh, we family now. We family.
That's my favorite black food cone.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a lot.
We family now.
I mean, maybe.
All the 5 contracts, I know y'all celebrate.
Girl.
Does anybody have a card or a digital card? I have a digital card. I see her on the Digital Agent League. Go ahead, girl.
All right, everyone, we're gonna take a brief intermission. We're waiting for Rick to come in. He's gonna talk about green profits and how you can maximize relationships with new builds. So please stay tuned. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. While we're waiting, did anybody have any questions on Zoom? Rick using it. I think they just need to.
I did not.
Okay.
The young people, they be knowing this stuff.
One moment, I did send it this week. Want to make sure I have the right email address.
Yeah, so Mr. Joseph and
Yes.
Sue Ellen now with the brokerage. They're
You got it, you got it, you got it. Close to the front.
Yes, we are.
You want some water?
It's very hot.
All right.
As you can see, this training is entitled Building the Future, Master Energy Star Certified Homes. Big shout out to everybody for checking us out online. What do I need to do?
Mute.
Myself?
You mute yourself.
All right, cool. You should let me put myself out of bed. You got it.
It says you muted on here.
It does say, it does say I'm muted.
Maybe your mic is still on.
All right, thank everybody for sitting in with us. I'm really excited to be facilitating this training today. As you can see, we're gonna talk about Energy Star certified homes, but the main focus of today's training will be commitment. So, as we all believe, we're coming here to learn about energy efficiency, green building, but the main thing we want to focus on today is commitment. So, I have a prize for any brave person in the room who's willing to step up and without looking at their cell phone, spell the word commitment.
I'll stand up.
Ms. Burns.
C-O-M-M-I-T. M-E-N-T.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Now, another prize for the person in here who's brave enough to attempt to give us the dictionary definition of the word commitment.
Stay focused, stick to it.
That's really close, and I wouldn't expect anybody to get this verbatim unless you just read your Webster's this morning. But the dictionary definition of the word commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity. Now, the reason why commitment is a foundational part of today's training is because we're gonna talk about today is how we illustrate for new home buyers how to separate different builders, different developers, and different master plans and rank them on how much of a commitment they are making as a company or organization to home buyers in the community. A lot of times when we go out, especially when we have those that are qualified for new homes or they requested to go to new builders, we get caught up sometimes in just selling and illustrating all the things that they see. What I want to talk about today is the importance of us being able to educate and illustrate for them the value of the things that they don't see. When we go to communities, and for lack of a better example, we're going to use Sienna Plantation as an example. Sienna Plantation happens to be the most highly successful master plan in the city of Houston as far as new home sales, volume, and dollar amount. For those who had an opportunity to attend the training we had last week, Mr. E.L. Crane, is there anyone in the room or online that had a chance to attend that training as well? One of the things he talked about that I was especially moved by, we talked about the value of what he calls semi-luxury buyers. For those who weren't there, semi-luxury buyers are those who are shopping for property starting at 500,000 up to about 750. Now, the reason why those type of buyers are so important is because they can be a foundational part of all of our real estate practices. Those new home builders are still paying what we would expect as buyer agent compensation. And at those price points, it can be put us in a position where when we do our yearly forecast of income, deals, this could be something that can always keep us afloat as we still market towards first-time buyers, and as we still market towards that luxury crowd. Now, the reason why I want to bring that up is because this Energy Star logo that you see here on the screen, how many in the room are familiar with that logo and what it represents? Ms. Laverne?
Yeah, I don't know. That's.
I feel like on fire.
But, yeah, and so.
It's absolutely.
On what was that? On appliances, right, on appliances.
Oh, that's on my
Yeah, and even just on like your security stuff.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys for answering that question. And it's amazing how often we see these logos, but until someone asks us, have we seen them? And we have a chance to reach back into our mental database of memories, we start realizing how prevalent this logo is. You'll see it on homes. You'll see it on appliances. And what that logo represents is commitment. It is a representation of commitment from the company to servicing their clients and or customers and providing them with the most energy efficient, durable green homes that will last now and into the future. So that's why I personally felt like this type of training was really important for us to share with each other. I appreciate Mike for allowing me to sit in and take up some of my time, and I appreciate y'all for being patient enough to hang in with me. So what we're gonna talk about is Energy Star certified homes, what that commitment means, and how we as professionals can best illustrate what that means for our buyers so that they can see the true value in working with the entities that are committed to making the best homes for them. So, 4 pillars of Energy Star homes. Energy Star homes will always be built with a foundational motivation of energy efficiency. Now, what does that mean? That means these homes are built to make sure that in comparison to any older homes, resale homes, you see more than a 30% value in what your utility bills are year over year. Now, from a dollars and cents standpoint, that can save our buyers between $1,300 a year and $2,000 a year in just utility bills. Now, the second pillar that you see here is water conservation. These are the things that are a little bit more underreported because a lot of these products and things that are built into the home that help conserve water are behind the walls. So you won't always see these more prevalently advertised when you walk into a model home. Some of the things from a water conservation standpoint, and I want to ask anyone in the room who's worked with Energy Star builders or have sold new homes in the recent past, what are some of the things that you've seen builders are doing to help water conservation and to help us save and find more value as far as saving our water utility bills monthly? Is there anything that anyone can think of offhand? That they can do? Tankless water heaters, anything else that we're saying?
The biggest thing.
No, tankless water heaters, that's one great thing.
I think the automatic sprinkler systems.
Thank you, yes, ma'am. What is your name now?
Ashley.
Nice to meet you, Ashley. over
Nice
here.
to meet you.
I seen you off in the corner, I was like, I don't recognize their faces, but thank you so much for interacting during the meeting.
Absolutely.
Anything else? We've talked about sprinklers, we talked about tankless water heaters. Is there anything else that people have seen out in the market that you felt like was specifically put into the home to help conserve water for the buyers?
I think like the gutter, they collect like rainwater stuff, like off the gutters.
Now, that's definitely a great conservation tip for people that's into that. Now, that wouldn't be something that the builders would invest in, but that's something great. Something that I think we all have seen.
I want to say like water softeners or the water.
Filtration?
Yeah.
The reason what makes that answer so correct is because the water softener may not necessarily contribute to how much water you use, but that water softener makes your water less hard, which makes you not have to use as much water or stay in the shower as long. So brilliant answer, Mr. Byrne. So you next level. Bernie, he'll be the next level, man. So appreciate that, no doubt. The next one is healthy home. Now, when we see healthy home as a pillar of Energy Star homes, what in our mind's eye does that make us think about when we say healthy home? And anything is good. Please just shout out some answers.
Air filters.
Yes, ma'am. What else, Miss?
I was saying air filters.
Absolutely. As far as, no, to your point, Margaret, one of the things that as we go deeper into this training, and we'll have a part two. Big huge shout out to Ms. Jackie Curry. We gonna make sure we split this up so that we can do part two at the Brooks and Davis West office. And where's Ms. Shea at? I need her to commit to working out the negotiations, so we got a good room over there too. But we'll hold her to that later. But healthy homes, to your point, is,
Yeah, pest control.
no, I appreciate you saying that because you bring up a great point as well. Not only is it air filters, but it's the whole indoor air quality system, which is ventilation, AC systems, and it even comes down to the type of insulation that's used in the walls. Because any cracks or crevices can allow outside air to mix with inside air, and that type of thing can lead to contaminants, air pollutants, dander, that type of thing in your home. So great answers from everyone. The reason why this part is really, really important is because we talked about those semi-luxury buyers, those looking between 500,000 and 750. And a lot of those communities, you won't get a lot of pushback as far as school districts, because those master plans are in school districts that are A-rated online. A lot of our buyers do a lot of that pre-research before we even, yes, ma'am, please.
May I interject one thing too, and with these things, there are also lots of carriers who offer discounts for these things, tankless water heater, new construction is the cheapest to insure, and they'll ask specific questions about these things to achieve additional discounts on insurance. Because the way the insurance company feels is that, the more things that are taken care of upfront is less of a risk, right? If we're having certain things put in place, there's a less likely of a chance that we're gonna have to come in and pay a claim on one of these bills. They also help with your cost of insurance.
See, now y'all see, I bring my own ringers to the meeting. I have my own planet experts out here. I appreciate everybody for being so interactive, but she was just in case everybody was shouting. So thank you. No doubt. And then finally, that fourth pillar is smart systems. I think that's something that we all have some experience with. I think as all residents, homeowners, we've all bought some things online to automate our own home. Cool thing is that a lot of the builders now, especially in these green communities and the price points that we're discussing, are installing a lot of these smart system standards. So for anyone in the room, what are one of the home automation technologies that we use that you felt the most value and is the most useful to us at our home, our everyday life?
The camera, doorbell.
Yeah, the cameras.
Thank you. And the great thing about that is that as we go through these trainings, we can earmark some of those things, and as we go through different builders, we can illustrate for our buyers. I think we would all be surprised if we could truly see all of our clients' prior living situations. I think sometimes we undervalue the things that we see every day as standards, how they can be extreme upgrades for a lot of our clients. So I urge us all to, especially when it comes to the smart systems, to not bypass anything when we're out with our clients. So things like the programmable thermostats. Very rarely, or do any of us actually use our phones and tap in and work our thermostats remotely? These are things that are all standard in new homes that I think we would be doing ourselves and our clients a disservice if we didn't illustrate the value of these smart home systems. So outside of maybe thermostats and cameras, what type of other smart system do we think our clients would see as a great value that we think would be really important for us to point out during these tours? Please, Ms. Martin.
I had a client that wanted automated everything. So the blinds, the pool,
The door.
the door locks,
Yeah.
the gate to the community when people come.
Right.
So it was like everything was automated.
And the great thing about this, Morgan, and you let us know, when you went through this with your client, how many of those things were standard and how many of them were upgrades? And the reason I asked that question is because I want us all in the room to understand that regardless of what our clients are requesting, these things are available, either part of the standard features package or upgrade package. And the great thing about it is that a lot of the builders with the competitiveness, especially with inventory versus other builders, a lot of these we can get paid for our clients by the builders through closing incentives, sales incentives and the like. So But thank you so much for sharing that story, because I think if we all talk more to our buyers about some of their home automation needs and wants, I think we can help illustrate for them the value of new builds versus resales and green products versus older homes.
Right.
So that's one of the things. I thank everybody else, and we'll go to the next slide real quick. Next time, we'll talk about benefits. Benefits of Energy Star Home, because a lot of times, especially when we broach this subject with our buyers for the first time, if they aren't familiar with the sticker, or if they don't look at their appliances that close, they will ask you, okay, what does it mean? And what is the benefit to me in real time? So one of the things that, through not only research, but my experience working on both sides of the table, working for developers and also serving buyers as a buyer's agent, one of the things that I found that most people enjoy after they close and when they're actually living in the home are these four things: comfort, well-being, savings, and better for environment. Now, the better for environment piece can seem a lot pretty nebulous sometimes until we go into it. But the main thing that Energy Star homes have that benefits the environment are what they call finishing products. Finishing products are paint, carpet, and cabinets. Depending upon what manufacturer a builder goes with, they are green certified carpet manufacturers that make carpets that are manufactured in a way that they're safe for babies, families. They don't pick up as much dander, and there's not as much in your inner air quality that's floating around from the carpet. Paints, they have green certified paints. Energy Star builders have made the commitment, again, that's that word, to installing in their homes paints that pass all of these green certifications. And when we talk about cabinetry, and when the cabinetry is more about the varnish, the finish, and the things that make the cabinets not only look great, but are durable and last a long time. Energy Star builders have also made a commitment to, yes, ma'am, please.
So, because I hear people talk about old homes have good bones and the type of wood. So if some of the homes, so not every home is an Energy Star, right?
Oh,
Almost.
that's not true. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Everyone is not. That's true.
So are the energy homes still a better quality of home, you think, in your opinion, than some of these old homes that have the old bones?
Well, the thing about it is that technology is ever evolving. Evolution comes from those who see a problem and will not rest with that problem being that they work to solve problems. Some people can point out problems, other people point out solutions.
Right.
So what's happened is over time, through studying weather patterns, studying how certain building materials last over time in certain environments in certain regions, year over year, scientists and engineers have come to find out that building homes in a certain way will not only make them more comfortable, but they'll make them safer and last longer. So the thing with older homes that as professionals, we can't really change are some of the interior bones of the structure.
Right.
We're talking about things like plumbing, electrical, the cabinets, carpets, paints.
Right.
So from that standpoint, I think it's
Right.
important for us.
Asbestos.
Yes, and I think from that standpoint, I think, not nearly qualified, but as we're rapport building, we all have opportunity to gauge what is most important for the clients. Some clients are trying to maximize lot size.
Right.
And if that's the case,
Yeah.
the challenge would be finding something new, energy efficient and green
Right.
that maximizes lot size. And sometimes those were the challenges come.
Right.
Depending on the personality, needs and wants of the client, they may be willing to make those trade-offs.
Right.
Do some renovations over time, upgrade some things as they see fit. So it's not necessarily about what is better, it is what would be of more of a value for the person who's sitting in front. So comfort. One of the things that Energy Star Home provide as far as comfort is what you see here as far as the illustration. It talks about energy efficient windows. The usual Energy Star standard is a dual pane window, which has two panes of glass that help to not only deflect the UV rays from entering the home, but also helps to keep the energy, the heat outside so that it doesn't transition inside the home, thus making it harder for your air conditioner to maintain the 72, 73, or 74 that you set your thermostat at. As far as well-being, we already talked about indoor air quality. Indoor air quality is super duper important because these homes are built so tight and quality from an insulation and construction standpoint. There isn't as much transition from the fresh air outside versus the air we've been using indoors. So green energy efficient Energy Star homes have equipment that's installed to help equalize and also make sure that the indoor air quality is as good as it possibly could be. And then savings, we talked about utility savings as far as electrical, but also, like she mentioned, as far as insurance premiums,
Right.
you see a value in savings. And then also water utilities, you'll see that value as well. Now, I'll conclude the first part of our training with this slide, and I want to have some discussion with everyone in the room as far as how healthy homes elevate your well-being. This is the part that, for me, always was the most gratifying. I think a lot of times, especially when we're dealing with people purchasing homes for the first time, a lot of what they're thinking about is future-based. Family growing, children, them evolving, growing up. And I think we would be doing them a disservice as well if we didn't talk to them about how the type of property, how it's built, and what's in it can affect their quality of life, quality of health, and their well-being. So as you can see, healthy homes, one of the ways that they elevate your well-being is being designed to enhance your indoor air environment, which we discussed. Also, is their well-sealed exterior protects us from mold and moisture damage. Now, this is something, once again, that speaks towards what Chris was talking about from an insurability and risk standpoint. If there are no moisture intrusions, we don't have to worry about any potential mold issues. We don't have to worry about any potential insect issues because, of course, insects always go towards moisture and water. So the tighter we can have our homes built, the drier we can keep them behind the walls. It eliminates the issue as far as mold, indoor air pollutants, insects, and the like. We talked about finished materials and how they add to home healthfulness. When I say finished materials, we talk about paint, carpets, cabinetry, and then hands-free technology that can boost health, wellness, and personal efficiency. Now, as you can see in these pictures, this fine gentleman in the hazmat suit that you see there, what he's doing is he's spraying in a spray foam insulation. There are builders that are Energy Star certified that spray in spray foam. This type of insulation has been the one that has been found to give you the best opportunity to totally eliminate any air cracks, crevices, or any outdoor air coming into the home in an area that we don't intend. Below it is a Honeywell home programmable thermostat. If we've been touring any homes, and this is something that's super cool, Ms. Jackie Curry allowed me to follow and shadow her during one of her new home tours, and the home that she was touring had this very thermostat. If you were at the Brooks and Davis Award Gala that we had over at Perry Homes, you've seen this thermostat. I did a tour of a $7 million property in Memorial Village, and they had this same thermostat. The reason why I bring that up is because as we tour homes with our clients, if you see this particular thermostat, we want to make sure we let them know that this product is of the same quality of multi-million dollar mansions, any other builder that you may look at as top of your mind as far as what they put into homes. And the great thing about this Honeywell programmable thermostat, as we mentioned earlier, you can link it to your phone. You can set programmable schedules as far as days of the week and times that you want certain temperatures. You can be in the car on your way home, set it, cool the house off before you get there. Or if you left your AC on and you left, You can turn the AC off so that it's not cooling the furniture all day. So those are some of the things that I wanted to just talk about. I know this is an intro. I appreciate you guys not only interacting, but also paying attention. One of the things that being someone who's had to study this as part of a CE, as a CE credit and CE classes, this may not necessarily be the most exciting topic. But I think if we can embrace these things, illustrate the value for our clients, and also with green, energy efficient, and Energy Star, there are great tag words for any metadata or any advertising you may want to do. So if we're doing anything as far as coming up with our own landing pages, if we're doing some more master plan or community specific video marketing, this is something that we could use where people actually do Google searches for this type of thing. This is information that people are seeking out. We can use this to funnel them to landing pages. And then this will give us the best opportunity to get them to those master plan communities that give them all the amenities that they're looking for. All the things as far as property size, property density, lot size that they're looking for. But at the same time, we're armed with the knowledge that we need to help them discern one builder from the next. Because ultimately, our job isn't necessarily here to help mold their tastes or what they see or what they like or dislike. But I want to give all of us what we need to be able to help give them the X-ray vision to see the things behind the walls or the things that they didn't see if they're purchasing an inventory or a finisher. So I appreciate everybody for sitting in, everybody online. I appreciate you all as well. During part 2, we'll start talking about some of the specific materials and products that they build in so that when we look at different builders, we can have an idea of what this builder's adding versus what this builder left out. Because you'll be shocked at how 2 builders that actually have model houses right next door to each other and build houses where neighbors sit right next door to each other will leave out some of these products, and buyers don't understand because they assume we all stay in the same neighborhood. So all of our houses should have the same things. So until part 2, thank everybody for checking us out online. Thank everybody for sitting here with us. And until next time, I'll catch up with you all soon. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
They saying thank you online. Oh, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
What up? What up?
Ah, I see your Abby. Just Abby is live.
I need to, I guess upload, upgrade my Zoom.
So what do you, so is